broke by. Rip-roaring encounter. TJ Reid put out over the sideline, no free given. Brian Cody had his arms outstretched. Instead it comes to Portmany. Has it the legs, has it the accuracy. It is straight over the bar. Brilliant Portmany. Brilliant Daisha Hurling. My God, wow. What a performance.
Yeah, started with a great tackle from Brake, put the ball up along the line. Padraig Mahoney can't do anything wrong today. The freedom this Waterford team are playing with is just unbelievable.
11 points for the corner forward as the ball is pucked out over towards Walter Walsh. Look at the hunger, look at the determination, look at the stick work of the Waterford men. Munster Under-21 champions a few weeks ago. Are they about to head to the All-Ireland hurling final? There's a lot of hurling to be done. Jamie Byrne needs a little bit of support. Good work here by Richie Hogan. But the support is there with Shane Bennett. Picked up almost by Owen Larkin. He's the one wearing number 21. It's stalemate along the sideline. Ball comes free. Who has it? It's Maurice Shanahan. Head down and away he goes. The referee blows his whistle and he's given. I'm not too sure what he's given, to be honest with you. And I don't think they know either. Linesman is informing him that perhaps the sliotar was gone out over the line. Let's have a look at it from our camera at that side. Morris has the sliotar.
It looked like a free in for Waterford there for all the world. The foot rounds a little slap. It is. It's a free in. Another opportunity for Padraig Mahoney. But again, when Waterford are running at this Kilkenny defence, it's asking an awful lot of questions, and at the moment they don't seem to have the answer. But Waterford 2 points clear. They'll expect to go maybe 3 with this. They'll need a few more in this period of dominance because Kilkenny are going to come roaring back at some stage.
Padraig Mahoney, 9 points in the first half, 2 already in the second half. This is his 12th point of the match if it goes over. Umpires are signalling for Hawkeye assistance. And that's the beauty of having such a facility if the umpire is in doubt. So James Owens has...
Padraig Mahoney looked happy anyway that it was there. I suppose we all stare towards the screen here in Croke Park to see, but...
Let's have a look at it here. Here's the result as Padraig Mahoney looks up. Is it a thaw or a kneel? It looks like a thaw to me. It's his 12th point of the match.
I suppose we should never have doubted Padraig Mahoney in the form today that he's in, that he might sneak one wide.
Lester Ryan has been introduced instead of centre-half back Kieran Joyce. Puck out again and Waterford have it. They're winning half-back line, they're winning midfield, they're floating it in. It's 2 against 2. It's Maurice Shanahan chasing after this, heading towards the Davin end corner flag. He has the sliotar in hand, does a little bit of a U-turn here, floats it in. It's very high. Will it drop in? Wait 1 second. It's not gone yet. The umpire signals the points.
Waterford are absolutely in a flow. Killian Buckley is distracted. He's down talking to the linesman about looking for Hawkeye. He's not worried about the ball anymore. This is exactly what Waterford wanted. Morris turns, gets the ball off his left, floated in on the breeze. So right behind it here was definitely over the bar. Fantastic score. Waterford supporters on their feet.
What a day for Waterford if they can maintain it. They have another 20 minutes. But they are facing the All-Ireland and Leinster champions. One of the greatest teams we've ever seen. Passes going astray. Waterford pressure is huge. Padraig Mahoney trying to get away from Walter Walsh. Low ball down towards Kevin Moran. Kevin Moran flips it, lifts it and lets fly. One man up is Shane Bennett. 3 Kilkenny Cats. One of them is Joey Holden. Hand passes it on as Kilkenny try to find a rhythm. Coming through the middle is Michael Fennelly. Chased by 3 Daisha men. Ball breaks out for John Power. He's now in the half-forward line, stopped in his tracks. No free given as Waterford tied to Burka. One misses it, the other is behind him. And Waterford chase everything. 3 against 3 up here. And again it's Paul Murphy. Over fires Killian Buckley. Killian Buckley floats it in. Colin Fennelly is at the edge of the square. So too is the goalkeeper, Stephen O'Keefe. Uses to bat it out. He was almost blocked, but he did well, the keeper from Ballygunner. Philip Mahoney, his clubmate and teammate. Back for Stephen O'Keefe, who will let fly. Sliotar dropping down into the Kilkenny half of the field. Going up for it is Jake Dillon. But more importantly, it's Killian Buckley. Wonderful hurler. Killian passed the first challenge and the second. Hand passes it out. Can this man put it over the bar? It is tailing to the left. And that is gone to the left and wide off the stick of Owen Larkin. What a match so far.
Yeah, it's a big break there for Waterford. You know, it holds their 4 points still clear. Larkin missing like that will certainly give a big fill-up to the Waterford players. You know, they're putting pressure on the ball all over the place. Kilkenny are really going to earn this one.
Brian Cody, animated and a little bit concerned. Waterford have stepped up to the plate, but they have 19 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Ball breaks out first, tied to Burke. Young hurler of the year, flicks it forward, a hand pass goes astray. Owen Larkin with his second attempt at a point. This time there is no doubt. It's straight over the bar. Good play by Owen Larkin, who has proven what a hurler he's been in the past. 8 All-Ireland medals, 9 Leinster, and of course hurler of the year 8 years ago.
Yeah, tied to Burke, sloppy hand pass out there. You know, you don't need to be giving away chances like that. Concentration is absolutely key now for Waterford. Every little mistake is punished.
Ball is dropping down into Kilkenny half of the field. Running onto it is Jake Dillon. Chasing after is Killian Buckler. Dillon has the ball in hand. Lays it back for Mahoney. 2 cats coming towards him. Mahoney hits it, and that is over the bar. I seem to have been saying this since half-3 this afternoon, but every time Mahoney gets the slither, he splits the post. 13 points for Pádraig Mahoney.
Jake Dillon did really well there. 2 Kilkenny players went up for the one ball. Jake Dillon waited at the back, gone on to it. Will he panic? No. Ran into traffic, played it back out for Pádraig Mahoney, the shooter, the guy on form to split the post.
Patrick Curran is on. The player gone off is Shane Bennett, getting a huge ovation. Patrick Curran, son of Pat from Cappoquin, is now on the field of action as Waterford, with their gander up, trying to burst past the Kilkenny half-forward line. Michael Fennelly and Conor Fogarty are there. So too is tied to Burke. A little bit of stalemate. They need to give it away from Richie Hogan. Walter Walsh has it. Walter flicking it forward. Fires on Larkin. He's already scored once. 4 Dacia men around him. He manages to scramble it back. Look at the effort of Waterford. Comes back to this man, Richie Hogan. And Hogan scores. No, he doesn't. Ball is wide. Richie Hogan scored 4 times in the first half. That's his first miss.
Pressure. That's what Waterford will really want to do. They're hunting Kilkenny down. See the face of Brian Cody. He knows he's in a right battle here now. Waterford will gander up. The youth, the young players are working like dogs out there, Marty.
Derek McGrath, is he going to bring Waterford to the All-Ireland hurling final? The puck out, gathered superbly by Michael Brick Walsh. Comes back outside. Austin Gleeson. Oh my God, is this going over the bar? It is! Incredible! Awesome! I'm running out of words to describe Austin Gleeson.
The goals down at the Canal El Marty today with Waterford about 40 foot wide. Every shot's gone over the bar. They're playing off the cup. It's fantastic to see.
It was Pádraig Mahoney who supplied the pass, but Austin Gleeson let fly. And look at the slither, just inside the post. 5 points between the teams. Kilkenny. Cage has been rattled. Tied to Burke. Trying to get away from Colin Fennelly. Can't get out. Referee is coming to make a decision. The ball has gone out over the end line, and the umpire has his arm up to suggest a 65.
Yeah, fantastic work down there by Colin Fennelly. You know, the Kilkenny players down there now will realise that they have to up the work rate. That might be.
Colin Fennelly put the pressure on here and forced the 65. Good work by him. TJ Reid has scored 8 points in this All-Ireland semi-final. Few metres in from the sideline. This one is curling and going over the bar. Will raise another flag. 9 points for him.
Great score today. Yesterday we knew there was ice going through TJ Reid's veins, but he will need to get involved more in the game now from general play.
55 minutes, almost 56. Brian Cody looking concerned. Puck out from Stephen O'Keefe. Dropping it down on the Kilkenny half-back line. Runs on. Paris Morris Shanahan trying to gather it up. Ball is loose and available. Over first Kevin Moore. Picked up here by Killian Buckley. Still, Waterford put the Kilkenny defenders under pressure. Available is Michael Fennelly. Gets in the clearance despite Dillon's attempt to hook it. Ball comes first, Philip Mahoney. Richie Hogan picks it up. In comes tied to Burke. Referee says free. Just inside the Waterford 65-metre line.
Yeah, now it's going to be the time for cool heads, because Kilkenny are going to have their time of dominance. Richie was actually fouled twice there, but Ty de Burke just pulled them down in the finish. Kilkenny will chip away at you to get back within a goal, and then the question of Waterford is, will you panic or will you keep playing your hurling?
TJ Reid trying to judge the breeze. The flags on the hill 16 are swirling in all sorts of direction, but on the field itself there's little or no breeze. TJ Reid lifting and hitting this once again between the posts. 10 points for TJ Reid. 10 points he scored against Dublin, 10 against Galway. Now that is consistency.
It is, and Derek McGrath's below now. He's pacing up and down the sideline. He's reached the halfway line. He knows this is a vital time for his team now. He gets to G him up, get momentum back away from Kilkenny.
13 minutes to go in this All-Ireland hurling semi-final. Ball comes down towards Paul Murphy, gathers it. Available to his right was Cillian Buckley. Free to Kilkenny. Waterford were fouling. Kilkenny get the free just inside their own 45-metre line. Owen Murphy coming out to take it. He had 2 attempts at points in the first half, but I'm sure he's not going to try here.
You can't see him being brave enough to have a go. He's shortening it up.
Goes short, fires Cillian Buckley. Buckley will go for it. It's dropping to the right and wide. It remains 22-19. 3 points between the teams.
That little cameo there, Marty, too, shows a little bit Kilkenny are that small bit rattled. Normally they'd put the ball in the square to put pressure, but Cillian Buckley felt he had to go for it. That's what pressure does to you.
Stephen O'Keefe this time changes the direction to puck out. Waterford have the possession. Pádraig Mahoney flicking it forward. Whereas Michael Brick Walsh thought about looking at the goalpost. He gives it to Patrick Curran. Curran turns away. The body language says it all. He's the substitute just after being introduced, and he scores a point. They're on fire, Waterford.
He is. Patrick Curran, for me, has been one of the best corner forwards in the country. When he played corner forward, he's normally out around the middle of the pitch, but inside there he's a dangerous little player.
Lovely little cameo between the most experienced player, Michael Brick Walsh, and one of the new kids on the block, Patrick Curran. Tied to Burka, steps away from the challenge. Thought about giving a hand pass, but instead goes for distance. 1 against 1 over here. Joey Holden with Patrick Curran. No foul given, although I thought Joey Holden looked like he was fouled initially. Hand pass into the middle. Over first, Pádraig Walsh. 2 Waterford hurlers chase after him. Can't even hook it. Ball comes down. It's 2 against 1. Colin Finlay outnumbered as Philip Mahoney goes back to gather. Stephen O'Keefe is available to him. Instead, Mahoney goes down the sideline, front of the Hogan stand. Pádraig Walsh, again, magnificent under the high ball. Ball becomes available again. Kevin Moran is in there. Ball rebounds off John Power. Waterford captain has the ball. Derek McGrath wants a free. No free given. And again they chase after it, this time by Michael Brick Walsh. Fogarty is with him. Brick Walsh into the centre. Little flick on that didn't work from Jake Dillon. But Waterford have the slither again. I don't know how Jimmy Barron did that, but he did it. Ball comes back outside, brilliantly blocked down as Kilkenny, in a twinkle of an eye, changed defence into attack. Ball into the middle towards Richie Hogan, and Richie is fouled, and that's a free in for Kilkenny.
Yeah, little error by Waterford out around the middle there again, opened up the defence. Great block down, of course, from Owen Larkin there, showing all his experience, knowing that he had to put his body on the line, got the overlap. And now Conor Gleeson, for pulling down Richie, will get a yellow card. But I think it's if there was ever a good yellow card, that was it, because Walter Walsh was inside all alone, and Richie knew that, and he was trying to turn his body to take the defender away from Walter so he could slip it into him. But Conor Gleeson pulled him down, didn't give him an opportunity.
And Conor Gleeson also got a yellow card for that foul on Richie Hogan. TJ Reid going for point number 11. All of them for frees. Splits the post again. Wonderful free tackle. Brilliant hurler.
You see Richie's face as well. He knows that now is the time. It's slipping away, you know. He's trying to rally his troops, but any couple of high balls inside in the square now. I can see Kilkenny trying to put a bit more pressure on that Waterford full back line.
3 points between the teams. 9 minutes left in Croke Park. Oh, fantastic. Austin Gleeson. Hand pass goes astray, but Waterford chase after it again. Kevin Moran coming in. Owen Larkin hit a fair shoulder. Owen Larkin goes to ground, has to hand pass it back. Hard-working Joey Holden, trying to make room for himself. Has to use the short grip. John Power, first touch doesn't work. 3 Dacia men chasing after him. Dan Shanahan is dancing and Michael Flatley along the sideline. He's indicating it's a Waterford ball. And Derek McGrath's doing likewise. River dance along the sideline.
Yeah, if Waterford get out the gap here, Marty, that's going to be one of the turning points in the game there. You know, the battle and the way their forwards worked back, took the ball off of John Power, forced him first of all to fumble it, and then the ball spills out over the sideline.
Maurice Shanahan goes to the edge of the square. Austin Gleeson is capable of putting this over the bar. It's not a good one. Comes past Porrick Walsh. Skips away from the challenge and lets fly, dropping this ball in. Stephen O'Keefe watches it all the way and sends it straight back down, more or less to the same area. Killian Buckley goes up for it. Loose ball is available again, picked up by Owen Larkin. Flicks it into the space, but there's only one man there, Kai de Burke. Little jink to the right, goes to the left and pumps it into the corner. At the corner, the Cusack and the Davin. It is Patrick Curran. He scored once already. Is this a bit optimistic? Is this over the bar? It is wide. It stays 23 points to 20. Look at the clock. Almost 63 minutes played. 7 to go.
Kilkenny now will have to use the ball a small bit better. Ty de Burke is sitting back on the edge of the D, waiting for that long ball in. Kilkenny will have to play down the flanks.
Ball goes out over the sideline. Sideline ball, Waterford. Jamie Barron gone across to take this. He may leave it to Austin Gleeson. Tension palpable around Croke Park. The flag tells its own story, slightly favouring Kilkenny at the moment. It's a swirling breeze. Keeps changing directions. Austin Gleeson keeps it down the wing. Picked up beautifully by Porrick Mahoney. 2 Kilkenny hurlers around, but this one is going to the left and wide. Waterford have registered 6 wides. Kilkenny have registered 6 wides. Ball is sent in, dropping in. Kai de Burke is there. So too is Noel Connors. Hand pass the back pass, Philip Mahoney. Can't gather it. There's a call. The call comes from Shane Five, says, I'm here. Palme on shot. Gets it out a little bit. The hard-working Lester Ryan, stopped on this occasion by Philip Mahoney, who manages to gather it almost into his hands. He has it now, steps inside, gives it back, and Waterford clear their lines. 4 against 2 here. The 2 is number 2, Paul Murphy. He hears the call into the centre. Great block down as Conor Fogarty was going to give it welling. Stopped by Michael Brick Walsh. Lays it back past Austin Gleeson. He's unmarked. He hits the sliotar, and the white flag will not be raised. Oh, he's going for Hawkeye. Hawkeye is the call.
It'll be a big miss if Austin has missed this, but to be fair to him, the block down that he did to give himself the opportunity, we all hold and wait. This is a very, very big call here to put Waterford 2 scores ahead.
Is it a toe? Is it a kneel? Let's watch this. It's
over.
It's a kneel. Just outside.
Just outside. Well, I suppose you're entitled to miss one, but it's a vital one.
Brian O'Halloran is on for Waterford. Jake Dillon is off. Brian O'Halloran was very impressive when he came on against Wexford and scored a couple of points.
Brian O'Halloran has great legs and pace as well, and that's what Waterford will need now up around that last third of the pitch to keep that Kilkenny full back line occupied so they're not raining ball down.
62 years of age, Brian Cody. His birthday was just a month ago.
Ty de Burke has now taken up position, Marty, on the edge of the D. I'd say that's where he'll be for the rest of the game.
Puck out, comes down towards Lester Ryan. Philip Mahoney is battling for it. Barry Coughlin says he'll deal with it. No foul given, comes back by Austin Gleeson. Sends it down the line, here's Brian O'Halloran. First touch is crucial, he gathers it, pulls the brakes, turns, and then sends it down towards Owen Murphy's goal. And Owen will escort it out over the end line. 66 minutes gone. Not often you see the urgency in the Kilkenny team. There was no blitz at the start of the second half as Waterford settle about their business. Noel Connors, former All-Star, Brick Walsh, backfires Kevin Moore. The young and the old combining nicely, but can they hold out against the All-Ireland champions? Lester Ryan, hand passing it forward. In comes Porrick Walsh, loses the hurl. Gets it inside for Joey Holden. Giving the shoulder is Shane Fives. Ball outside. Paris Killian Buckley. Buckley sends it into the centre, tight to Burka. Read the situation well. Scoops it up under the hurl and lays it off quickly. And Austin Gleeson executes the clearance. Anywhere will do, but they need to keep calm if they are going to beat the All-Ireland champions. 67 minutes on the clock. 3 minutes to go in this pulsating, invigorating, heart-stopping All-Ireland semi-final. Once again, it's tied to Burka. Burka lets fly. In comes Killian Buckley, gets a touch, doesn't get the second, comes back first Padraig Mahoney. Mahoney dances around the defenders, comes first Kevin Moore, and the score is vital here for the Daysha. Moore hits it with everything he's got, and the umpire is going for the flag. Kevin Moore, captain extraordinaire, his second point of the match. Look at the Waterford people, they can hardly believe it, but they're now 4 points in front. James Owens wants the puck out to be taken again.
Now it's real time now for Waterford to stick to their beliefs, stick the way they've continued to play the game. Kilkenny, you don't have them beaten till you're back over the bridge in Waterford at 6 o'clock this evening.
And James Owens has actually called for Hawkeye. Hawkeye is the call. It looked like it was over the bar to me. Let's have a look at it here. What is the decision? You'll know by the roar of the crowd. Is it inside? Is it a thaw or a kneel? It is a kneel.
Yeah, the referee is hooked up to the Hawkeye system, so if there's anything that they feel is wide, they'll buzz down into his ear, so it was always going to be wide once James Owens stopped the play.
3 points, it remains between the teams. Breaking ball, oh, beautiful skill by Michael Fennelly. Trying to get the ball into the middle. Controlled on this occasion, just above by Jamie Barr. In comes Walter Walsh, flicking past Colin Fennelly. Fennelly going through the middle, lays it off past Walter Walsh, and the ball is in the nets. Brilliant Kilkenny. The All-Ireland champions have shown their true character. They're back in the match, decides their level for the 8th time. Incredible. What a team. What a group of hurlers. They have responded absolutely brilliantly to a huge challenge.
Yeah, Colin Fennelly did superb there to create the overlap. Stephen O'Keefe came out, Walter Walsh held his nerve. I think Stephen O'Keefe will stay down for a little bit longer. It'll suit Waterford now to slow this game down. They've hit Kilkenny with absolutely everything they have. See Dan down there, he's complaining maybe about the free, but either way, you know, you have to hand it to Kilkenny. They're cool as a breeze.
Brilliant goal. Stephen O'Keefe got injured in the process. But full credit to Kilkenny and to Walter Walsh.
I think Stephen O'Keefe was playing down the clock, to be fair, Marky, and he did the right thing. 70 minutes. It'll be interesting to see how much added time we have in this game now. This puck out is suddenly absolutely vital.
70 minutes, 17 seconds. We're still waiting for the sideline to tell us how much additional time. We have just been told 5 minutes of additional time. 5. There's confirmation. Can you bear to watch? It's all happening in Croke Park. We've had a match that'll make up for all the other games. Who has the hunger? Padraig Mahoney was about to pull the trigger. Knocked beautifully off his hurl. Sideline cut for Waterford.
Padraig Walsh did extremely well there to get the flick in. He never took his eye off the ball. Watch him look, never going to foul the man, you know, but up steps Austin Gleeson. We've seen him do it before, cut balls over the bar. And the height of pressure, he's the one man I'd like if I was Derek McGrath to be standing over this ball.
This is the moment. Sideline cut, you can see the angle. Here it comes. It's curling to the right and wide. The far over post was the target, but he just cut it a little bit short. Let's go down to the sideline. Donald O'Grady.
I've just noticed that Richie Hogan has dropped way back into the middle of the field now. He's gone way out to the right half forward position for the puck out. So, and Kilkenny on a sort of in defensive mode, and only 2 forwards up against the Waterford defence.
Clyde de Burka waits for the breaking ball, sends it back out into the middle of the field. Richie Hogan is waiting for it. Challenged. Joey Hogan under a bit of pressure. Richie Hogan getting involved again. Michael Brick Walsh on the ground with Richie. A stalemate. It's going to be a throw ball. 72 minutes played. 3 to go. 1959, Waterford and Kilkenny met in the All-Ireland final. It went to a replay. That's the only time Waterford have ever beaten Kilkenny in the championship, when they won that particular match. ball into space. Waterford just seem to have lost their momentum, they've lost their infrastructure, and they're now hitting ball blindly into corners. Kilkenny are vacuuming up. They need to concentrate, regroup and keep calm. Lovely stick work and lovely footwork by Jamie Barron. He's encouraged by the crowd to keep going. Back to Colin Fennelly, it's a free in for Waterford. Killian Buckley is incensed. Kilkenny are incensed. It's a free in and there's an extra metre, more 13 metres. As a result of this sent, it's dead straight in front of the post now for Waterford.
All the hard work.
Jamie Barron was fouled.
It was, Marty, yeah, and all the hard work had been done really. And Conal Fennelly, I suppose, when your legs, you run that back that far, he just reached over, and when you do that, you're inviting the referee to give the free. And you know, Padraig Mahoney, the way he's been playing, obviously he's going to slot this over the bar, but Waterford will need to play a little bit few more players up front. They're inviting Kilkenny onto them.
This is his 14 points, his 10th from a free, and he puts his county in front with 73 minutes and almost 30 seconds. A minute and a half left at Grove Park. This is hard to watch, but it's invigorating. It's fantastic. It is what the game is all about. It's a game where hurling will rejoice for a long time. The ball from out in the middle of the field is over the bar. Fantastic. It is Conor Fogarty with his second point of the match.
Like I said, Marty, Waterford have to push up on Kilkenny. They're too cute. They're going to play the ball around there. They know Waterford retreated back into their shell. Fantastic score from Fogarty, though, to be fair to him. He knows, like, that if he dropped that one wide, it could be bye-bye.
Kilkenny 121, Waterford 24 points. Is there a winner here? 1 minute left. The ball possession is vital. Who has it? Waterford has it. They're going for a point from way out the field. It's going to drop short. Possession given away. 74 minutes 20 seconds. 40 seconds left. Killian Buckley is going for it, dropping it in. It's going to drop on the 13-metre line. TJ Reid is chasing after it. Is there a winner here? Comes out first, Philip Mahoney. Are we going to have a draw? And of course a replay. Here comes Jamie Barron at Waterford. Got it in them to produce a winning point and beats Kilkenny for the first time. Oh, comes first Paul Murphy. The corner back has a go. It's dropping to the right and wide. Oh my God, what a game.
Some game, man, there's no doubt about that. Paul Murphy, of all the guys on the team of a corner back, I'd have fancied him. But again, just shows you Kilkenny are never gone. I think there's the full-time whistle.
And the referee blows the whistle. It's a draw in Croke Park. And I know that Waterford will be disappointed, but you know what? For us neutral observers, it's wonderful that we have a replay in some ways.
It is. Our hurling championship, Marty, is absolutely lit up. After the game, they could see the Waterford players threw themselves down the ground. Derek McGrath looked disappointed, but they can be really proud, Waterford, of what they've done here today. It really sets up this replay now. The only thing I'd say in the last 5 minutes, Waterford collapsed back into their shell. That's the only thing they can learn from the day. You have to keep attacking Kilkenny, but to be fair to Kilkenny, true champions, came back when it was really put up to them and got the draw.
After a pulsating, invigorating, the game of the championship so far, it ended with this. Full-time score, Kilkenny 121, Waterford 24 points. Sat back, they kind of almost invited Kilkenny to go forward, and it kind of changed the mood and the tone.
Yeah, we'd have always spoken about it, Marty, inside a Tipperary, that you have to believe you're going to win. I think the belief kind of wavered a small bit at Waterford, especially when the point up, allowed a couple of short puck out. Fogarty got the point, you know. So that'll be one thing that Derek McGrath will show his troops in the next couple of weeks before this replay. Look, boys, when we play a hurling, when you push up, you have to keep attacking Kilkenny, because the very minute you step off, suddenly a 1-2 is played on the edge of your square and Walter Walsh gets a goal. And in the finish, Waterford were lucky with Paul Murphy's shot there that they didn't lose at all.
Crucial goal by Walter Walsh. The sides level so many times in this match, and it ends level at the very end, with Brian Cody going down to the dressing room and will be relieved in so many ways that they have a second chance. For Austin Gleeson, he's bearing the tribulations of war, but he scored 5 points in a masterful performance.
And that's it too,
Conor
Mark.
Fogarty, who scored a great point as well.
Like all the young players of Waterford, you have to hand it to Derek McGrath. He'd have taken serious flack with Vincent O'Connor and Dan Shannon, part of his management team. You know, they'd have taken it in the neck really from everybody telling them their business. But today they showed that when they push up, fantastic team.
The good news is we have a replay to look forward to. Back to you, Michael.